So what are the careers that you can pursue in a sari industry? So just like fashion industry, sari industry has huge opportunities. It's just that it's not being too stressed at, like how in fashion industry there's so many career opportunities. It's like how okay, what to do when like what are the various opportunities available. So but when it comes to a sari industry, it's just that the exposure or the what people talk about it is less, but in actual fact you can do a lot of things in sari industry. So let me just give you 5 careers that you can pursue in this industry. And before that, let me tell you, sari industry is something which is like really booming and catching up. So if you want to create a niche in saris, I tell you, there's no other better time. So hello, this is Yogita Ramamurthy. I am a saripreneur coach, a sari researcher, a designer, a sari blogger, etc. etc. So the first career in a sari industry that you can think of would be sari designing. So designing a sari. When it comes to sari designing, you can even take plain saris and do a lot of work on it. Be it if you're a painter, or if you know how to do painting, if you know how to do embroidery, or if you can even do crochet work, all that you can crochet work. Yes, you can do beautiful laces and stitch them in the border of your saris. And even if you do not know painting, if you know ladies who know painting, you can give it to them, or you can give it to them to do hand embroidery or even machine embroidery. There are a lot of things that you can experiment in a sari, because sari is unlike other garment. It's just like a plain fabric, right? So you can literally work on it as much as possible. Or if not, you can start from the beginning, like you can start designing in your Adobe or Photoshop or even CorelDRAW, all these amazing places where you can design your saris. So if you have an idea about how you can use the software, yes, it's something very beautiful, which I generally do. I do that, and I give those designs to the weavers. So the weavers, they kind of work out the designs based on what we give it to them. And then next is sari reselling. A lot of sari resellers. So reselling is something which is like really catching up. There are so many websites which is meant exclusively for reselling. So you can go ahead with that. So reselling is basically, getting your saris from a distributor, manufacturer, wholesaler, or even a weaver, and then you're giving it to your customers. You're a middleman between the the people who are manufacturing it and your customers, and you get a commission based on that. Now, if you know Mrs. Shanmuga Priya, who runs Unique Threads, she does an entire model on reselling, and just with the help of WhatsApp business. So her main area of doing business is WhatsApp business, and she has created an entire empire with this reselling. So you can of course go ahead in those kind of angles. If you want to really make it big in reselling, you just need to think out of the box and you can do it. It's not that you can't make a career out of reselling. You can, of course, but you just need to think out of the box and do something different to do that. Then the third thing is a sari influencer. So you know who an influencer is. So just to sum it up, influencer is a person who it's there in the name itself, one who influences. So basically on a social media, on a social platform, this person has a lot of followers. So once they use a product or they sell a product, all the followers, those who look up to the influencer, they buy it, and the influencer makes some money out of it, and basically influencing those products. So you can be a sari influencer. You can just do only on creating a niche only on saris. So how you can make money out of it? See, so once you have lots of followers, what happens is a lot of sari brands will approach you, and so once they approach you, you can offer to model their saris for a certain amount. It's basically a nice form of advertising, a very different form of advertising. Yeah, so that's how you can make your money, and even create a career out of it. Again, this is a little risky as well, because the social platform, you can't always rely on social platforms. Yeah, like how TikTok, they just closed it, and in fact very recently, there was a news that FB, Facebook, Insta, they all are going to close due to certain rules that they have to incorporate. So you can't really look at social media as a long-term option. But of course, and as far as that social platform exists, and as far as you have immense followers, you can really make a lot of money out of it. Yeah. And there is one tip over here that I would like to give is, if possible, just collect the email IDs of your customers and clients. Yeah. So once you have a database of these people, you can always you can also do an influencing through email. You can start nurturing your customers. That way you just go a step ahead, and you do a lot of things for your customers and clients. So worst come worst, even if that social platform closes for some reason, you still have a list of all your you have a list of all your customers, so you can just inform them that you will be available in this platform, or you will be connecting with them through email, or even through Telegram or WhatsApp or anything. So this is something which you really have to take a little bit of risk, but it's worth it. And then blogging. When it comes to blogging is something that you can really look forward to in the long term. It's got a lot of long-term benefits, yeah. But the thing here is, you need to be very consistent. You need to be persistent. You need to have your articles written every now and then on a periodical basis, yeah. And it is something, like I said, it's a long-term career thing. It really stands its test of time. So blogging will never go out of just like email, blogging is here to stay, and it will stay. So if you have got very good writing skills, but you're not a person who would like to come on video, then this is something that you can really opt for. And if you have good knowledge about saris, if you're very passionate about saris, but you're not someone who would want to come on videos, you could take blogging as a career, even as a hobby. Sari blogging is something that you can look forward to as a very good career opportunity. Yeah. And then something else which is really interesting is sari draping. Yeah. So when it comes to draping, according to Dolly Jane, she is one of a famous sari draper in India. So she's even into world record at Guinness Book of Records for around more than 300 varieties of draping. Yeah. So she has created a real niche for herself on sari draping. So this is something that you can, because it's not a must that you have to wear the sari only in a Nivi style, just like on top of your left shoulder and leaving your right shoulder bare. There's so many ways on how you can drape saris, and women today aren't looking for those kind of options, which is easy to drape and which looks stylish. The younger crowd especially, they would like to experiment with a lot of styles. So sari draping is something that you could really look into as a fantastic career opportunity. Now, one thing that I would really like to stress on is when people think, okay, not many do this, so why should I do it? But actually, that is where the real magic is, because not many are doing it. When you do it, there's a lot of options, a lot of opportunities in that. What is the point of doing the things that others do and competing and having a rat race with the same kind of thing? Yeah, you're doing blogging, yes. You're doing fashion blogging, yes. But why don't you just take up sari blogging as a separate thing and do it? How many people are interested in saris? So many women are crazy about saris, and I don't see any blogs that is exclusively only for saris. So if there's some some blog, or if there is something all related only to saris, that itself is it's like a boon to many ladies. It's a pleasure, like all the sari lovers and all, when you come to a blog when it is only about saris, it's such a pleasure to keep going through all that. But then when it is about saris and something else about jeans and about other kind of clothes or other kind of garments, it breaks that continuity. So these areas, it's not many have explored, and that is why I'm telling you, when you get into all this, there's a lot of money, there's a lot of name, there's a lot of fame in it. Yeah. So please go ahead. Just to recap, let me tell you the 5 career opportunities that you have in saris, which is the first one is sari designing, and then you have sari reselling, and then the sari influencer, and being a sari blogger, and then being a sari draper. Yeah. And there's something else also that I would like to say, that is, if I have a free download an ebook, a PDF format. So you can just download it. It gives you an idea of how you can start your sari business in 5 easy steps. And apart from that, you want to really know more about my community, where I help women to launch a sari brand. You can sign up on my free webinar that I'm conducting every Wednesdays and Saturdays at 3 p.m. So I have put the link down, so you can enroll, you can put in your name in the webinar. So this is a free webinar on how you can launch your sari brand. Yeah. So having said that, I'll meet you all in another video. Thank you.